theme today of generosity and being selfless and being able to share whatever talent or treasure or time we have here in the States. Let's find out what some of our Kababayans did in San Diego recently to help Gawad Kalinga in the Philippines. Watch this. So what happens when two fashionistas get together and get inspired to help Kababayans in the Philippines? Well, it doesn't take a genius to guess this one. This is actually fashion for a cause. We're here in San Diego right now, the headquarters of GK USA, where helping the needy in the Philippines is actually very fashionable.
Grab somebody sexy, tell them, hey.
It was a night of gathering of people with diverse interests in fashion, the arts, food and wine, and music, but all had a common denominator of concern for Kababayans needing help back home. Everyone who attended were not only interested to party, but also had a desire to contribute to the cause of Gawad Kalinga.
Well, I'm one of the biggest advocates for Gawad Kalinga. I met Rachel about a year ago, and I introduced her to Gawad Kalinga, and I brought her to Hope Ball. And that's when she was really touched on what we do. So I don't want to preach to the choir because I know you're a GK supporter yourself. So that's how it all came about, because Rachel is RL Design. So she's been putting up shows like this for I think 2 or 3 times already. So she approached me and I told her, let's do it.
And I'm sure it wasn't very easy.
It wasn't. This is my first time. I don't know what I'm getting into, but it's always the love of the people in the Philippines that are less fortunate than us, and I told them, you know what, I'll do it.
The celebration for a cause also became a night of Pinoy pride as Kababayan bag designer Rachel Duwermi showcased her purses made of Philippine indigenous materials.
The story behind of RL Design Collections, it came from the word family. That's why I felt so connected with GK family, simply because what we are been doing is supporting families in the Philippines, and the materials, it's all exquisite. So that's what it's all about.
An art exhibit also featured and highlighted the artistic side of Kababayan.
I'm painting a fashion-inspired piece. I don't know. I paint a lot of people, but I do a lot of fashion-inspired and social issue pieces. So tonight I'm dedicating it to this event.
And though everyone was busy dining, whining, watching the show, perusing artwork, and even shopping for clothes, the main purpose of the event was not lost on the attendees.
Well, I heard somebody wanted to throw a fashion show for the benefit of Gawad Kalinga. And I said, a fashion show? I've never been to a fashion show. But very hip, very sexy, very contemporary type of event. And let me tell you, whatever it takes, the Philams here in the United States are putting all the stops out just for whatever it's going to take to go in and remember our people back in the motherland. The key is that we're all Filipino. And events like this basically say, hey, we have to acknowledge who we are. When we look in the mirror, we're Filipino. It's very crystal clear. And even though we have various citizenships, one thing holds true right in our hearts is that we always come from one place. And that place, whether we know it or not, we have to pay homage and honor it. And this is the type of event tonight.
Very well said, but not everyone's like you. Not everyone's like the other GK advocates. We're so far away, thousands of miles away. Also very busy lives here in the States. It's so easy to forget. What keeps you reminded of them?
Well, I'm blessed, Janelle, to be able to go back 4 times a year. And I don't know if I would be who I am if I didn't go back. Now, not everybody has that opportunity. Sometimes I wish I could just go over there and just bottle it up, bring some of that love back, some of that that spirit of togetherness, that spirit of love, the spirit of generosity, and that's that Bayanihan spirit. And there's just so many heroes back there. There's people that are so poor, and yet the level of heroism, the level that they're going to go in and take care of their brothers and sisters and the poorest of the poor. I mean, the people that are taking care of our people are poor themselves. And it's so inspiring to see that. I just wish I could bring it over here. And I haven't figured out the way, but I look at me as a messenger, because I had my epiphany in the Philippines. And I didn't know who I was as a Filipino, and now I know, and it's crystal clear.
Music was provided by Introvoice, the Philippine band that popularized a lot of hits during the 80s in the Philippines. When we return on Kababayan LA, let's get ready for some Pinoy pride as our Kababayan on Disney, Rashawn Fagan, gets ready to release his EP. We have information for you as well and details. Don't go away.